55, 50 and 60, good setup. Radios don't actually overpower now. I don't know if any of you's played the closed beta and the open beta, but the radios actually were really overpowering on the sound and quite annoying. So the fact that they added an option to turn the radios off was really good, but now they're not so overpowering, and it's good to have them on because you can actually hear a kind of live feed about things that you've done in the game, which is quite cool, so I'll leave that on as well. Alright, main thing is the heads up display. See, Waz has got things set up for, because he's just starting the game and getting used to things like markers on. It's got a mini map on, which is good. Now, ammo and items you need on, because you need to know whether you're changing between your grenade launcher, your grenades, your flashbangs and things like that. Obviously in real life you can see what you're pulling out the bag. On the game you don't, so that's the one you need on. Everything else you don't actually need on. Intel HUDs you kind of do. You need to know when you're searching a bit of intel what one you're going to select, because you can only select so many times, so you need to know which is which. If you're used to the game, you don't need things like input reminders. You know how to drive, you know how to grab someone. You press the triangle, it comes up with you, interrogate them, or you throw them in the boot of a car, things like that, so you don't need them on. And markers, I mean, if you're fairly new to the game, leave them on until you get used to it. Me, I just like a clean screen, so I take all that off. The only two things I have on is Intel HUD and ammo and items, and that's me set. Now you'll see from other videos that I've done with Wazzer and Justice, Wazzer knows what he's doing with the game, but you know, I just said I'll catch him up a little bit, do a few things for him. So in fact, here's a few things that we actually done last night, but we didn't save, so we're able to do them again. I wouldn't like to complete his story without him in there. So we done this mission last night. I've done this one earlier, I wasn't streaming at the time, so we'll just run off of this one. Let's fast travel over there. See, switching between the mine and the frag, as you can see in the bottom left hand of the screen, when you've got a massive, like loads of different choices between flashbangs, C4 and stuff like that, you can't actually tell what you're flicking between, so you need to know. And things like removing suppressor and all that don't matter. Changing to single fire, full auto. Pistol's good. Hold triangle to put all your weapons away. You can even tap R1 just to expand out a little bit, give you a little bit extra screen, which is always cool. Right, so we're going to head, grabbed a little bit of intel there earlier. There should be a chopper on this island, hopefully. So we'll be heading, I think it's over that one there with the shack on, you can see. A lot of people do know it, but just in case you didn't know it, there's actually a Ghost Recon app. I think the name of it's Ghost Recon HQ, and you can connect it to things like your PS4, your Xbox. I'm not sure about PC. I think you may be able to though. And see, if you take the map off, you can put this app on things like your tablets and your phones and stuff like that, all sorts of smart devices, and actually have like a live feed map, tap map, on your phone or your tablet, so you can keep a clean screen on TV, which is always nice when you're gaming or you're monitoring that, and actually have it on your phone and your tablet, and it's really quite useful. I mean, you can see enemy vehicles moving, and you can set up markers and plan out operations with your friends and stuff like that, like entry points, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, like you do here. You'd say we're going at Alpha, Bravo and Charlie and things like that, depending on how many people you're playing with. And then, like I said, you can keep a clean screen but still actually have a sort of tap map. And the clever thing is because it links to whatever device you're using it on, i.e. your PlayStation, your PC, your Xbox, it actually links to those IP addresses. It doesn't matter which account you use. See, I'm on Wazz's account right now. I will still be able to use the tap map in the same way I would use it on my account, because it's connected to my PlayStation IP. See, I can see on the tap map there is actually a Rebel Forces vehicle just here, which isn't showing on this tap map, but I can see it on my phone, and there's a few cars here. You'll see there's a motorbike travelling in certain directions. So there's another little hint, little tip you can use. Download the app and use that.
Them could give us the assistant's location. I'll call you when we hear something. And remember, the bugs won't be worth shit if they spot you.
Deploying drone. Stay out of sight, people. Plant the bugs and diddy now. Don't even cast a shadow.
Okay, what I normally do is I fly a drone up, I go to area like Rebel support and go to the spotting option. But Wazzer hasn't unlocked that yet. And because if you get, the more you have, the bigger the radius, and you can spot quite a few enemies in the area. Now when you go to the tap map, either on your touchpad on a PlayStation, or the tap map on your phone or tablet or whatever, you'll see those marked up.
Got another tango.
But Wazzer doesn't have the Rebel spotting yet, so we have to do it the old way. Flying the drone around and spotting them one by one.
Got a couple of narcos.
This is the tango I was talking about. Now you can sneak round this side here, it's a good entry point. This tango here will stop on the corner, and you can get in and plant all the bugs. And on your way out you can grab him and drag him underneath the balcony, knock him out, and the skill point will just be there. The little medal will be just there on the bar, and you can go and grab that without anyone else seeing you. Now we've already grabbed that, so we don't need to worry about that. Notice how I left the chopper down there on the beach for extraction, and then we move on to the next mission. Just wait for him to move.
Bugs are in place. They should pick up enough dirt for Bowman to get the location on Carzita's assistant. Let's make like a tree and get the fuck out.
Pull your chute!
Carzita's assistant is as popular as a JV cheerleader on the pill. The bugs picked up a guest mentioning where he is. I'm sending you the location now.
Tango Mike.
Don't waste any time with this guy. Just kill him and be done with it.
Roger that. No.
Simple and easy, in and out, undetected, within minutes. Go up to here in this little shack. Now there'll be a sniper up there, but you can take up position in there, send your drone over, and actually record the whole thing on your drone without even entering the complex and complete the mission. Now also, with this, there's other skill points that need to be grabbed. Now you've got to do it undetected like you did the last one. Now the one I just did, you can also just complete the mission, plant the bugs, leave the area, and then go back to it after and collect the skill point. And it doesn't matter if you're detected once the mission's already completed, which is, you know, useful to know. The same with this one. You can complete the mission first with the drone, then you can go around killing everyone and causing absolute havoc and mayhem, and still be able to, want the mission's not affected. But if you get spotted or compromised in any way before you complete the mission and record it, then the mission will reset and you will fail. So yeah, another tip is get the mission done on that and the last one I just did, and then go back in and do whatever you want after.
Get ready to pump your
We're
chute.
in Tabakal province. What can you tell us?
Tabacalera was once a major coffee producer, but over the last few years, Santa Blanca has forced the coffee growers to become cocoleros instead, growing leaf exclusively for the cartel.
Who's our target?
A cartel boss named Madra Coca. The cocoleros are terrified of her. Take a look at the video I just sent and you'll understand why. She runs Tabacal like her own mini cartel. Production of coca leaf, distribution by truck and train, and enough security to keep the cocoleros in line and the convoy secure. All of it run with ruthless efficiency. I'm in contact with a small group of rebels. They're willing to help us fight the cartel if we can prove our good intentions.
You got any suggestions?
2 things you can do to earn their trust. First, an old cocolero named Chavez has been trying to get the farmers to stand up to the cartel. Word is he's giving a speech to the cocoleros at the agricultural cooperative. Make contact with him there and keep him safe.
What else?
Supposedly, the cartel collects their coca in this province from a single farm. Ambush the cartel when they come for the coca. That should send a message to the cocoleros and disrupt Madra Coca's production.
I got 2 Sicarios by the camp entrance.
I got a third. Coming up on target's room. Let's keep this quiet. Keep it quiet. We get caught, our days as peeping toms are over. We're recording. Audio levels are good. Just make sure you get a good shot of his face. You hearing this shit? Even Bowman wouldn't get off on this.
Screw that. Somebody better hold me back before I jump in there and join them.
Guapo, what do you want me to do? Haré lo que quieras.
Talk dirty, pero muy sucio.
Sure thing, papacito. Have you been a bad boy?
Stole something. Soy bueno en eso, nena.
Something bigger than grande como tú.
No, small. Como ves, no como yo.
Oh yeah? How small. Huh?
I stole a cat's leg.
You stole a... ¿En serio?
This cat, it had a wooden leg. And I stole it. Bueno, ¿qué más? I took that cat's wooden leg and... Oh, pero venga, che, pa' acá mejor.
Guapo, what do you want me to do? Haré lo que quiera.
¿Ya viste al sueño que le da mejor? Partir plomazos que lana.
We're cool.
Guapo, what do you want me to do? Haré lo que quiera.
So dirty, pero muy sucio.
Sure thing, papacito. Have you been a bad boy? Estás que te como.
Here's target number 5.
Small. Como ves, no como yo.
Oh, yeah.
I stole a cat's leg.
You stole a... ¿En serio?
This cat, it had a wooden leg. And I stole it. Bueno, ¿qué más? I took that cat's wooden leg. Pero venga, che, pa' acá mejor.
Esa vieja es peligrosa. There's a cartel commendation here. You think Santa Blanca gives out a lot of these? We'll let the rebels know where to find these supplies. They can pay us back later.
Clear on my side. Pull your chute open.
Carzita's the cartel's front man, but it's his assistant that keeps the resort running. Take him out, and we'll force Carzita's hand.